Hello, everyone. We like to call these little talks Johncast as opposed to a podcast. But in any case, this one is on what I consider to be a very intriguing mystery of God's sovereignty versus the free will of man. Now, a paradox is when two statements are absolutely true, but they appear to conflict each other or contradict each other. For example, how can God be overall sovereign, controlling everything, and yet man still have free will? Those two statements seem to contradict each other. Because if God dictates absolutely everything in the universe that's going to happen, what kind of freedom would we have? It's all determined by God. If man, on the other hand, had complete freedom, and God, as it were, steps back, and he can always interfere, but he allows certain things, that really gives man the upper hand. It's saying that God doesn't really have a plan. He's just allowing different things and, cutting and pasting his plan to accommodate the will of man. It gives man a too much of a head in this area. It seems to detract from God's sovereignty. So we're stuck with this. We have to believe that God is absolutely sovereign. It's throughout the Bible. God is absolutely sovereign. He is in control of every single event in the universe and every single entity in the universe. On the other hand, we have to believe that man is absolutely free. If a man commits a sin, he is responsible, not God. He is responsible, and yet God executes that within his plan. It's a hard mystery, and we can sit and ponder on that for hours and days and weeks and months and years. But it's still going to remain a mystery. I do not have a solution. St. Thomas Aquinas had not a solution, but his thinking on this subject was that God does not influence the human will as a force from the outside would. In other words, God doesn't force man to do one thing or another. God, he says, works from within the very nature of the will. And in that sense, God is on a different platform than some particular person or entity that's forcing us to go in one direction versus another. Well, maybe that's points the way to what the real solution is here, but it doesn't satisfy me completely. It's a mystery. Don't lose sleep over it, but it is a mystery. Thank you.